Mom shares colorful travel hack to keep toddlers quiet on flights. You need to be smacked. Not your kids, but you. Also, is that a first-class seat? Damn. Unvaccinated French boy, 5, reintroduces measles to Costa Rica while on holiday with his family 5 years after the country eradicated the disease. Let's go, anti-vaxxers! OceanGate CEO Stockton Rush email exchange with submersible operations expert Rob McCullen. I know that our engineer-focused innovative approach as opposed to, oh my god, a place of yourself and your clients and data. Bro, you got 5 people killed. Mr. Beast reveals he was invited to ride the Titanic submarine, but declined. Implosion dodged. I was invited early this month to ride the Titanic submarine. I said no. Kind of scary that I could have been on. Wow, that's really scary, bro. Also, subscribe to Mr. Beast's tweets, like the paid ones, if you can, if you want to be a YouTuber. A lot of helpful information on there, and he'll reply to you sometimes. Scoop. The Wisconsin pharmacist believes the earth is flat and the sky is actually a shield put up by the government to prevent individuals from seeing God. He's a pharmacist. What can I say, man? Also, why does he have a mugshot? Not invited often, I guess. My 17-year-old daughter, who's homeschooled, is active in church and professes to be a Christian, has a friend that is lesbian. Her friend is graduating from public school this week and wants my daughter to attend. My daughter's thinking she needs to be there for her friend. My husband and I do not want her to attend, but it appears she will go. What do we do? Just let her go, maybe. My daughter was just offered a teaching position at $16.25 per hour. She has 2 masters in education. That's $32,800 annual. No wonder they can't find good teachers. She was making $55K a year as a bartender. Our priorities are damn right they are. Getting drunk and getting plastered. No, it's because government-funded schools cut the funding to where it needs to go, but instead gives it to sports programs. The bitter almond tree was banned in America in 1995 because it is the highest source of B17, which prevents and treats cancer. Still trust the government? This isn't true at all. They are banned. The sale is regulated because they contain a fairly high level of cyanide, aka they can kill you. I'm confused how he's homeless but has a working cell phone. You're confused how a home costs more than a phone? Is that your first day on Earth? Bro, yeah, plus there's things you can just get a free phone from the government. I kid you not. Reasonableness. Marty ate... What? Marty's pizza is bigger than Lewis's pizza. That is not possible because 5'6" is greater than 4'6". So Lewis ate more. Yeah, totally. Yeah, okay, buddy. I just read the news that the Titan submarine was crushed by sea pressure, and it all sounds logical until we start thinking that the depth the submarine was in also live fish like these in the photo. Flesh echoes? Huh? How can it be that a fish made of human flesh like us can That is not how pressure works. You know what? Go watch the Meg 2, and there's a scene where they kind of explain it really poorly, and that's not exactly how it works, but go look. Go look. Yeah, it got pretty cold. Had to pull out the windshield scraper this morning. Well, I could have helped you. I appreciate it, but I'm so far away, it'd be quicker to do it myself. Plus, you save gas money. Okay, I was just trying to be nice. Yes, and I appreciate it, thank you. I feel like you don't mean that. You never give me a chance at anything, whether it's scraping the ice off your vehicle or taking you to dinner. I'm glad your fiancé died. Okay, Sim. If a 16-year-old wanted to adopt a child, the government wouldn't allow it. She isn't done with her education. She can't financially support herself, and she isn't a legal adult. But if she's pregnant, the government can ban her from getting an abortion. How is that logical? It's America, that's how, sweetheart. My pregnant wife and I are seriously considering getting divorced so she'll qualify for Medicaid to pay for the birth and I can afford insurance for myself. I'm not even freaking joking. Do it. If you guys love each other and are gonna stay together, just do it. Trust me. What's an absolute ridiculous thing to say? One could argue that China's continued use of symbols instead of an alphabet is a sign that it has not evolved past a very primitive form of communication, one which the West rejected thousands of years ago. Interesting, one might argue the difference in language makes the West more flexible in thought. Indeed, the China can ever... They have kanji. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. They have symbols that mean entire sentences, while we're over here using measurements of like 12, 8, and 16 versus the rest of the world that uses 10, so it's easier for everybody. So, ABC News has suggested that parents put something important in the back seat to help them not forget their kids in the car. But something important in the back seat, something important, their child. I think the biggest problem for me is the fact he don't understand Old Town Road is every kid's anthem. Children love him for that record. They turned in and subscribed to his channel. I literally sang about lean and adultery in Old Town Road. You decide to let your child listen. Blame yourself. Damn right. I like Joyner Lucas, but he's kind of an old man on the internet. The rich versus the poor. Eyes blue like the Titanic. They all died. Do. Cleaner, annoyed with beep sound, switches off lab freezer in U.S. causes $1 million in damage. Oh, he turned off a freezer. In a lawsuit against the cleaning firm, the university said the cost of the lab at least $1 million in damages, and we got 25 years of reason. Oh my God. Progressive males are not men. They move and gesticulate like women. The hand over mouth gesture is like one example of physical repulsive. Conservatives get offended by the weirdest crap. Imagine masculinity so red that you can't even touch your own face when your best friend dies. Like, imagine that. For 4 years, I've received insane notes and threads from Trumpers who believe I work for the New York Times. I don't. I never have. But in various bios, it says New York Times bestselling author, and they cannot tell the difference. How pathetic is that? It's the public schooling system, bro. That's what it is. I'm only 19 and I pay my own car insurance bills and have my own place. Y'all 20 plus living off your parents. You live in Indiana. Your total cost per month is probably $2 and a sack of corn. So move to Indiana. No. There's no reason to stay in LA, especially if you're not getting the work you want to do. If you're not getting work as an actor after 5 years, quit. I said it. I'm saying that as a working actor, so maybe I'm, aiming a little too high. Realizing that my landlord is living my paycheck to my paycheck is insane. One time I sent rent in the evening on the 1st, and he complained because the bank overdrafted him on his mortgage payment. The frick? I am the maid breadwinner in my landlord's... No, that's how landlords do it. They buy a house with a mortgage, and that's why they have such a due date at that exact time. Make you pay on time. You're paying the mortgage. You're paying for them to own a house. Sometimes they'll charge a profit, but usually it's like right on the mortgage line. They dead but used Getty image photo of a shark and cropped it on their post. LMFAO, the DCEU is a freaking joke. That's what stock photos are for. Did you think they photographed a dude chilling with the sharks? No, you idiots. You buy the rights to use the stock photos. I doubt they paid for it, though. She really expected him to pay for his entire family. You know it's time to pull out the girl voice.
Woman stuck with $3,100 dinner bill after her blind date refused to pay for the 23 family members she brought along. Oh my God, I can't believe he wouldn't pay for my entire family and their boyfriends.
If this video gets like 60,000 views, I will do an entire episode doing that voice. It hurts, but I'll do it for you. Law enforcement source 19 officers fired into UPS truck could exceed 200 rounds. Thank God the cops opened fire and killed the 2 suspects and hostage, and a random passerby of the bad guys would have gotten away with some insured jewelry in their easily identifiable super low moving UPS truck that was already being GPS checked and had a helicopter. Thank God they shot it up, man. God bless New York City. Am I right? Is this you in New York City or no? I don't know where this is. My family member is adamant this is real. More Trump heroism that's being willfully ignored by the mainstream media. Oh, look, he saved the kid. He grabbed him right by the kitties, if you know what I mean. So who's gonna tell him? Tampons should not be free. Why does everyone keep saying they should be? If you can't control your bladder, then that's not taxpayer. Pay for your own tails if you can't hold it in until you get to... I don't urinate everywhere. It's blood, my dude. About the person canceling her Uber mid-ride so she doesn't have to pay the driver. She literally canceled the ride so he wouldn't get paid. That was an attempt at fraud. No, you can cancel the ride. That's fine. So don't freaking drop the person off in a weird location, though. That person is still a customer. That's his fault for not noticing. Everyone is making up that she scanned. You still have to pay for the ride. Like, you still have to pay for the ride if you start it. Like, no, you can't just cancel. They still get paid for driving to you. The Roman Catholic Church has launched an inquiry after 2 nuns came back from their missionary trips pregnant. Oh my God, virgin... Oh no, they had sex on their thing with some handsome locals. Gotcha. Twitty user doesn't seem happy to learn that James Cameron is, as a matter of fact, a noted submarine expert. Noted submarine expert James Cameron literally has dived to the Titanic on multiple occasions, made the highest grossing movie ever about the Titanic, built his own freaking submarine that worked, and most notably for our purposes, did not get turned into human salsa by his own invention. Are you his publicist? No, it's just facts, bro. If you make it to the Olympics, you have far more work ethic than anyone criticizing your work ethic on Facebook. I've never been more proud of my country. Team Olympians overslept, lost coach, said frick on TV, and won U.S. first gold of 2018. Overslept, that sums up the work ethic of that generation. How many gold medals do you have and your cat have? Huh, Deborah? Go knit some cat mittens, Deborah. But it's a cute cat, though. So I was coaching a basketball camp this week, and I asked a kid what his name was, and he goes, Reed. And I was like, okay, I guess we're in Austin. So not sure. Anyways, I called this child for 3 days. Turns out he had a speech impediment, and his name is Reed. My name is Weed. Oh, okay, hi, Weed. Why didn't he correct him? Crying at your wedding is gay now, fellas. There's a trend, I think, I've only seen it in the last 5 years, of grown men crying when they see their bride walking down the aisle. I have to say, it is extremely gay. Men shouldn't cry at such things. It should be reserved for extreme moments of pain or death. It's an extreme moment of love. It's over, guys. Mark vs. Zuck cage fight is canceled by Musk Mommy. The fight has been canceled. Elon Musk's mother pulls the plug on Dana White's UFC plan for her son and Mark Zuckerberg. Aww, that's not fair. I want to see the Zuck knock out the Elon. Apple wants to own the rights to images of real apples around the world. Apple is taking on apples in a truly weird trademark. No! It's a flippin' fruit, dude. Yeah, really funny, bro. The man who threw the phone at Bebe Rexia admits he was purposely trying to hit her because he thought it would be funny. He has since been charged with 2 counts of assault, 1 count of harassment, 1 count of aggravated assault, and 1 count of attempted assault, according to Rolling Stone. Okay, but also we need to charge Cardi B who hit the person with the microphone. I'm just saying, equal thing. Pop stars deserve to go to jail too. This sounds more like an inspirational quote to me. LOL is supposed to be an ad for Jesus, but it makes Satan seem freaking rad as hell. Satan doesn't whisper, believe in me. He whispers, believe in yourself. Yeah. So, is no one going to talk about one of Hollywood's biggest stars impregnating a little 29-year-old teenager? It's a 29-year-old. How is that a teenager? My sister started 8th grade today, and it's all on Zoom, and today she got in trouble because she got up to get water during class. As she's getting yelled at, she looks at me and says, how this snitch gonna tell me I can't get water in my own house? I mean, valid, but you should at least ask. The teachers are trying really hard. Come on. Under a post where a British king's gone passed out in the sun, does he think that the British army actually still got into combat dressed like this? Oh my god. An army so stupid they couldn't come up with a summer uniform in 400 years. No wonder they lost every war, and the only wars they've won, they needed help from Americans. Hey, we lost in Vietnam, so shut your mouth. Guess what? No one is going to change the climate. It's freaking nature. Get over it. Ever get really sick? Don't go to the doctor. Just die. It's freaking nature. Get over it. I like that motto. I graduated from law school 6 years ago with $250,000 of student loan debt, but after years of hard work and tens of thousands of dollars of payments, I can officially say that I now owe $315,000. Hooray! What are Florida ounces? I didn't think much of this when I lived in Florida. Many products were labeled in Florida ounces, but now that I live in another state, I'm surprised to see products still labeled with Florida ounces. I looked up Florida ounces, but couldn't find much information about them. Google doesn't know how to convert them to regular ounces. FLOZ stands for fluid ounces, not Florida. Oh, frick, I'm a big dummy. Jesus, how long did she live to? Is she still alive? Born June 27th, 1880. Tuscumbum AL, died June 1st, 1968. 28 years. What? How did she write 35 books? What? 28 hours old she died. Snitch, how did you get 28? 1880. Oh my god, that's not how math works.
This old lady came to the bank I work at today to withdraw $10. I told her that for withdrawals less than $100, she has to use the ATM. So she has to withdraw $1,000 in $10 bills. It sucked, but I counted out and handed her the money. She took $10, gave me $9.90 and said, deposit this.
Not wrong, dude. The bank works for the people who keep the money in the bank. Like, the bank makes money off you leaving money in it. So if I want a $10 bill, give it to me. I don't want to go to the ATM. Maybe I don't have my ATM card. I'm going with the old lady on this one. When you go to a gender-neutral bathroom and get mad for being treated like an equal. I used a gender-neutral bath today, and 2 men came in while I was washing my hands. Man 1 didn't care and used the bathroom in front of me. Man 2 waited outside the bathroom until I left after seeing me inside. I thanked Man 2 for respecting my privacy. I felt so violated. Man 1 treated you as an equal in a gender-neutral bathroom. Man 2 treated you like a woman. I don't know which one you wanted as treatment anymore, but both treated you with respect and neither violated you, so shut up and get off Twitter.
How Ukrainians' dam collapse could become the country's Chernobyl.
After my mom died, I found hundreds of receipts from money she sent Pat Robertson and Clifford Dollar with prayers for me to have a better life. A single mom working nights, tricked to give from the little she had for small glimmers of hope. I won't mourn Pat Robertson. Yeah, that's kind of messed up. That's really messed up. Millennials are causing a baby bust. They aren't having enough kids to keep the U.S. population at the replacement level. That's because rent is $1,500 and our jobs be paying $12 an hour. Just saying. I've confirmed that Mark Zuckerberg is serious about fighting Elon Musk and is now waiting on the details if Musk decides to follow through. The story speaks for itself. A Meta spokesperson says, Zuck's Instagram post saying, send me location. Vegas Octagon. Didn't this get canceled? This is wild. Labor violation case. A California restaurant has some workers impersonate a priest and hear workers' confession. Then the restaurant used that information to retaliate against workers. That is very illegal, actually. Who needs a survey? People no longer believe working hard will lead to a better life. Survey shows. Who needs a survey, bro? We know it. My girlfriend's rejection email. You can't mic this up. Dear Blank, we want to thank you for your time you've invested in our interview process for the legal corporate analysis position at Blank. On behalf of the whole hiring team, we appreciate it. We interviewed a lot of highly qualified candidates for this role, and while we were very impressed with your experience and qualifications, we have decided to move forward with another candidate. We understand this is not the reply you were hoping for. It is not an easy decision to make. Our team really enjoyed getting to know you. We really appreciate your say something personal about your candidate. Yeah, that type of attitude, just ooh, oh yeah. Yo, it's Naruto 10! Ha! I'm gonna use my Omni Hokage tricks! I have an interview for a job tomorrow, and the supervisor texted me. Is this Montana? No, this Patrick. LMAO. JK, yeah, it's me. Who this? Dominique from Dr. Reddy's office. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, this is Montana. Oh, no, that's a bummer. I divorced my dying husband. He wallowed in self-pity and killed my vibe.
Wow, you're gonna be hanging out with those two lesbians pretty soon.
Pretty sure no one else thinks that's what kinda salty means. I was walking through Target in the kids section when my daughter found this sweatshirt. Not knowing what it meant, she wanted to get it because of the color. I explained how it's inappropriate. Thanks, Target, I'm having to explain to a child way too young about phrases having to do with jizz. No thank you, I cut up my Target... That's not what it means, but okay. Have a good day, everybody. Don't be these people.